here's the headline. It's a press release. Double first base introduced into high school baseball. Now, I know they've played with that in the college ranks. Some people are calling it for it in the Major League Baseball ranks.
Yeah.
My first glance, kind of hate it, but let me show you what this is all about. They use this in college, and so I'm going to put this on the screen here for you to be able to see what it is we're talking about. Okay. So here we go.
Yes.
There, the pitcher is about to throw it to first base, and then you're going to see what happens after that. So he throws it to first base. This guy steps up. He's on the bag. Now, the bag, before we continue, is half white, half another color. Sometimes it'll be green. In this case, it's orange.
Yes.
So I don't understand why they felt the need to do this. But here's the thing. The runner, the guy who's on first base, his foot is on the bag, but it's on the wrong part of the bag. So what happens? He gets called out.
Yes.
And he's like, what the hell? My foot's in the bag. And the guy's like, nope, you're on the wrong part of the bag.
But that's a bad call if you look at the foot. But anyway, go ahead.
So somebody explained to me why this was a good idea. What is the point of, because, for one thing, I'd just like to be saved having to read the story.
Well, the double bag, Jeffrey, is a injury saver, and it gives the first baseman room and the base runner room. So what you have, if you can imagine a straight line, and right in between the straight line, this bag sets. The orange side is out of play, and the white side of the bag is in play and is the official bag. However, on a batted ball, when the batter runner is running down first base, they will use the orange bag rather than the white bag to prevent any sort of ankle injuries, foot injuries, that sort of thing, especially on a close play at first base. They will use that red bag, that red side of the bag. Now, if you're on base in baseball, the white side of the bag is live. The red side of the bag is not live. But if you look at that, I'm not even going to break that one down. That was a bad call on the umpire. The bottom line is when you are a base runner and you're on first base and they throw a pickoff move, you have to dive back and touch the white side of the bag. You cannot touch or use the red side of the bag as being safe. Your foot has to be, or your hand has to be on the white side of that bag. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
So that's why college baseball has been using it.
Yeah.
But look at where the guy's foot is. It's on the white side of the bag in that play.
Well, at first it wasn't. At first it was over kind of on the orange. Then he kind of started moving his foot in when the guy started calling him on it. But the umpire came over and says, no, your foot wasn't there.
So if he's diving back on a pitch over to the bag, trying to tag him out, he has to use the white side of the bag.
I think I really don't like this.
Okay.
You like this?
I do like it because I've seen guys break their ankles, have their tendons destroyed, break legs, break their.
But that's about the base running. But I'm talking about the guy standing there on base. You should be able to use the whole bag because that's not. So you're making first base itty bitty.
You're making first base a standard size. It's a standard size
so that
bag.
Half of it is a standard size.
It's a standard size. Yes.
Then there's no if that's the standard size. There's no reason you shouldn't have it on the white part.
You cannot use the orange side. That's just for base running. That's all.
So Randy, here's my thought on this. I like it. Why don't they just make the red bag also able to touch along with the white bag?
That's what I was kind of alluding to when I talked about the size of the bag.
I agree with Jeffrey on this one.
No. But you don't, because I was saying that when I thought that made the white part of the bag smaller. But if the white part of the bag is still standard base size,
it's standard base size.
You don't need the other part of the bag.
No.
So here's my question. If you are let's say you're trying to touch the bag, you got off first base and you're trying to touch the white part, but you can't necessarily because that red thing is in the way. I feel like that creates a disadvantage that I don't think is great for baseball, does it not?
The red side is not in the way. It's in foul territory. It's on the other side of the baseline. It's out of play for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
Except for when a play is at first base. When you're running down first base, you hit the red bag unless you're going for a double. Then you have to hit the white bag only, and you got to hit that inside corner of the white bag and go on to second base. But for a play at first base, it alleviates any chance for ankle or foot injuries, leg injuries, like I said.
Okay. So you can touch the red part. When you hit it, you go to first base. But anything beyond
when you run
that,
through, you hit red. When you take a corner, you hit the white.
Yep. Yeah. Anything beyond that, you can't touch it. Right.
That's correct.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure, because I still think in my head, when you are on, let's say you're facing the fans, the home field fans, and you're on the right of the bag and you try to touch it, but that red thing is kind of in the way. It's sort of in the way.
No,
you have to step over it to touch it. Do you not?
No, you don't.
Okay. All right.
It's side by side. So Lost Toby says, how many injuries actually happen, though? I feel like a crash at first base is rare. Either way, how about just emphasizing better coaching on the base running?
You can coach all day long, but I've seen some gruesome injuries at first base on bang bang plays when a guy is really hustling down the line.
Put nets around it then.
Well, you should put nets around it. Yes, absolutely. But I've seen some gruesome injuries where a base runner will come. The first baseman is trying to grab for the bag, or the pitcher is trying to run across and be the first baseman, catch the ball and tag the bag. The base runner, not intentionally, but will step on the pitcher's foot and or ankle and blow out that ankle, or blow out the tendons, or break the foot. Or there's been some really gruesome things happen at first base. I like the idea. I think it's good for baseball. It's not a hindrance at all to the game. It's not live for any other purpose except for running down first base, running through the bag.
Silver Pop says, Randy, so what you're saying live on actual air is, if it's white, it's right? No, it's left, because it's the left part of the bag.
It's the left part of the bag. Yeah.
You racist.
I mean,
Donnie says the double bag's been around in co-ed softball leagues for years.
Co-ed and slow pitch softball, yes, and I think fast pitch softball.
And if you go to Taiwan, or you better double bag that thing.
Oh yeah.
President Wallet says, why not just move the entire bag in play?
Well, because that's
a good question, President Wallet. I agree.
The red bag is then that would be giving a first baseman an advantage. That would give the defense an advantage. Whereas if you have the bag, the white bag in play, but the red bag is out of play for all intents and purposes, it's a dead ball if it hits the bag. Unless it's the white bag, then it's in play. The bottom line is, if you move the whole thing in play, now you've got this large bag. Think of two first base.
I got a pretty large bag
in play. Well,
you and me both.
Well,
what?
Okay.
My eyes are up here, Randy.
Yes, I know. You've got this giant bag in it. No, it wouldn't work. No, trust me. It'd be an advantage defense on that one.
So one thing I think supports Randy's argument is when they run.
Is Randy.
Right. Yeah. But when they run past second and third, they're stopping, because obviously you can't run through second and third.
Can't run through second and third.
So first base, it creates more of a liability for injury, because these guys are running through and not to. So there's more speed in the collision. So I can see that. I can see that, Randy.
You know, I saw today. I was scrolling as you do, right? And I saw that play where that guy. I can't remember who it is, but he got pitched behind and he got mad. So then the next pitch, he bunts just so the ball goes to a certain place. Then he just laid out the pitcher when the pitcher went for the ball. Just devastated him. And then by the time he got to first base, two of the other guys jumped on him, started beating the hell out of him.
No
It was one of the
way.
best things I ever saw.
You've got to find that video. That is nuts.
Oh, good Lord. That was
Baseball
so
players find creative ways to enact payback.
Oh, that they do.
I'm going to bunt to hurt you. I've
That they
never
do.
seen a bunt actually do that before.
I've never seen that either.
Moist one says bedpan. Wait, no, that was yesterday. He says helps protect from first baseman receiving a bad throw that might take his glove arm into the regular base running lane. Seen a lot of arm injuries like that.
It does do that. It also protects a pitcher from covering the bag or a second baseman that's coming around to cover the bag on a bunt play. It is a protector for the base runner and the fielder. Yeah.
All right, so we're running out of time, but Lost Toby says, I think it shouldn't be allowed in any high competitive league. Do you, Randy White, want to see this in Major League Baseball?
Absolutely. I mean, if it's something that's going to save from injuries and give us a chance to watch, the Freddie Freemans of the world, Gold, what is it?
You always surprise me. You always surprise me.
Paul Goldschmidt?
Absolutely. If it gives the first baseman a chance to make a play on the ball, it doesn't give him an advantage. And if it gives you the opportunity as a base runner, Ronald Acuna Jr. or anybody else, instead of hurting your hamstring, you can run through the bag without any fear of any sort of injury. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Makes sense, Randy.
Always
Makes sense.
surprise me with some of your takes.
Well, thank you.